Hello everyone, we got ourselves a huge console mod drop today, which we'll be breaking down, and I actually think it might be one of the best that we've ever received because there's a ton of new class mods, as well as Wither's Big Naturals here, which I know a lot of people wanted to see, and actually kind of funny, in line with that, there's been now 100 million mod downloads, as Lyrian Studios just posted, in a little cheeky post here with the zeros there, and they said you are modding naturals. So yes, we now got ourselves the Wither's Big Naturals mod, which I know a lot of people have been begging for, so it's finally here in all of its glory. Withers, yeah. No other comment there, but that mod has been added. And another one that I'm extremely excited for by Sumradagnoth here. This is the 5th edition fighter subclasses mod. So as you can see, there is a few different class mods here that get added to the fighter. They also have a mod for the monk and the barbarian. This is ported over from Nexus mods, and it's actually one of my favorite mods because it compiles a bunch of cool class mods like the arcane archer, which I was a little curious if we would actually see this or not in anticipation of patch 8 coming out. But you can now play as an arcane archer, the banneret, or the purple dragon knight, which is like a buffing version of the fighter. It also has the brute fighter, the cavalier fighter, the Psy warrior, which is almost like the battle master but psychic focused, the rune knight, the samurai, and the sharpshooter. So this adds a bunch of new subclasses, which I'll get into here in a moment, but I'm super excited for this one in particular. We also got ourselves the cosmic sorcery mod. This mod is made by Candlelit Fam, and I previously did a build guide on this, but I'll be posting an other updated version because it's extremely well done with a bunch of unique spells here. We also got ourselves the Umbra warlock. This is one of the first mods that was added to the in-game mod manager on September 19, 2024. And yeah, this one's pretty cool. I'll also be going through this in a bit of detail. Got some cool spells here as well. We also got ourselves the Owlbear Cub Familiar. So similar to how Scratch operates, this allows you to have an owlbear companion, and he will give you a ball after you rescue him, and then he'll follow on your adventures, and he'll also find you camp supplies. So it's a pretty balanced mod. It's cool. I love these things. We also got ourselves, which is super exciting for me, my favorite class is the Draconic Sorcerer. This now gives 5 new options for the Draconic Sorcerer. So it gives you the Amethyst Dragon, which gives you a force damage buff. So at level 6 of the Draconic Sorcerer, you get to add your Charisma modifier to the damage of any type that's associated to your Dragon Ancestor. So for this, you could add a +5 or 6 or even +7, because you can get Charisma up to +7 modifier to force damage. So Magic Missile is going to slap. It also gives you the spell Command. We also have the Crystal Dragon, which is Radiant and gives you Guiding Bolt. The Emerald Dragon, which is Psychic and gives you Dissonant Whispers. The Sapphire, which is Thunder Focus and gives you Thunder Wave. And the Topaz, which is Necrotic and it gives you Inflict Wounds. Super cool. And I will probably be doing build guides in the future on maybe like a Force Focused Draconic Sorcerer. That is really cool. Now, one of my favorite mods, newer mod actually too, is released December 16, 2024. I've been using this a lot since then. Made by Tepcoon said, this is the hair collections, which I'll show off in detail, but this hair here looking like Luna Snow from Marvel Rivals. Yes, this is from it as well. So I'll be covering that in a bit more detail later on in the video. But we also got ourselves some more Fades equipment distribution made by Graphics Fade. So you might have noticed last, or 2 mod drops ago, we got the Fades graphics mod, and they have the ability to add things like wizard spells. So you see the Fades equipment distribution. Previously we had the Grove and Growl, so the druid equipment. We now got ourselves the monk equipment as well as the ranger equipment, so I'll cover that a bit in this video. We also got ourselves a Dirge's Mangled Head, Dark Urge Dragonborn character creator. Basically what this does is it replaces the Dragonborn head with one with scars on it, which makes sense because if you know the history of the Dark Urge, it just makes sense. So this is a cool one. You can choose to have the scars on the left or right side. A very well done mod. And Kelka here, you may know them because they've made a bunch of other Dragonborn related mods, like the Crazy Color Pack or the Crystal Crown, which released last week in console mods. So that's super exciting. We also got ourselves spell slots ×4 and feats every level. So big cheat mod. It gives you a bunch of extra spell slots, as you can see there. So for those that enjoy using a lot of spells, here you go. You can also use the Cheater's Ring to give yourself a long rest and then replenish all your spell slots. You don't have to go with a mod like this if you already had the Cheater's Ring, but it's a cool one for those that like to spam spells and not have to long rest. Although I recommend long resting because that's how you get the story. We also got ourselves the Power Rings. This mod was also made by Tepcoon said, and they've made a few other mods. They actually have quite a few that are on consoles, so like the Celestial Warlock, now the Hair Collection, Power Rings. hoping to see the Astral Elves and Shadow Kai race mods whenever the race mod issue gets solved on there. Additional spell list additions and a few others. So this one's awesome. It just basically gives us so that you can set your dexterity or whatever scores very high. It also can add a 5d20 to all attack rolls. Cheat rings, there's a few different ones. This is just another choice for you. In addition to this, there's also the Ring of True Action. So this is, again, kind of similar to the Cheater's Ring. So there's the Ring of True Action there. Lazing Through Life gives you rest, and you can increase your charisma by 1, +5 to initiative. These just add a bunch of different effects. Gives you the heal spell for free. There's a few different rings, and yeah, they're cool. I just think there's a lot of Cheater's Rings that just do the same as ones that we already have. So this can be downloaded, made by Kyness here. In addition, another one, we got ourselves the Underwear of Ability Scores. So yeah, this is another mod kind of similar to the rest, but what this does is it can set your stats to all your stats to 30. You can also make it so that it increases your stat scores by like 1 or 5. So a lot more fine-tuned than some of the other ones out there. I feel like this is a niche choice for people that want to really spec out their character a specific way. Made by Bellin from Nexus Mods. And the last mod that we got added is the class-themed armors and dye mod. This one's made by literally Tape, and this adds a bunch of different dyes that are kind of focused on being color-specific to different classes. It looks pretty cool. I mean, some of these are colors that are somewhat close to the Faerun colors, which is my preferred dye mod. But hey, the more dyes, the better. So you can see where that all looks like. Now, I guess for these, I was having issues getting these to show up. That's why this video took a little bit longer to get out. But yeah, from what it looks like, there's a lot of cool items here. I previously was showing off the Druid items, and the Druid items are really awesome. So like this ring here gives you a Displacer Beast Companion, similar to the Ranger's Companion. This one gives you Archer's Eye, sets the Wisdom to 20, and Archer's Eye is an evocation spell there. You also get this will actually give you, for 3 turns, your allies within 9 meters gain advantage on ranged weapon attacks, and the threshold for hitting a critical hit is reduced by 1. This has the Beastmaster's Rage. So whenever you rage, your companions attack grow more savage, increasing both their attack roll and damage dealt by 1d10 and gaining resistance to physical damage. So a lot of these have some cool effects here and different abilities. I think that Graphics Fade done a really great job with all their mods related to their equipment, so definitely worth checking out. What's cool is that their mod, the Fade's equipment distribution, will put all of these items into different spots in the game. Now, one thing, this is one mod and you have to have the other mod. So that does obviously bump up the number of mods you have to have installed. Maybe we'll see them increase or put together a mod with all of their item packs together at some point. I think that'd be pretty cool. And yeah, the Ranger one is awesome, especially if you like the Beastmaster. It's got a lot of things going on in it. As for the monk items, you can see here it's all sorted out into the bags, and so some of them will give you +1 armor class for the turn of the start of combat. So just a simple +1 armor class. Well equipped, you deal additional damage with unarmed attacks and get a +1 bonus to attack rolls. You get the Spirit Reach, which will increase the range of unarmed attacks for 3 turns. That's really cool. Kind of like the way of the I guess there's a monk subclass is kind of similar to that. I think that class mod will slowly come to console soon. So you also get the Shattered Sun Vest. Your reflexes is as effective as ever when you're not wearing armor. You add your wisdom modifier to your armor class. You also get a +1 armor class. So this kind of is similar to the monk itself, gives you that bonus wisdom to your armor class, but it also gives you a +1 to key points. In addition, it also gives you the Shattered Sunlight, which does 1d4 fire and radiant damage on your attacks. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think this is a very fun one. The monk also has base game items that are extremely useful, but these ones are pretty cool too. So yeah, you can now get these in the game in console. It's awesome. But I'll show off the hair collection here. Now, depending on what hair mods you have installed, like if you got some of the other ones here, it can hide it in different spots. So like you can see here, they'll have a little bit of like a snowy background to show that this is this mod. So here's just one of them, and then for some reason one of them is split there, and then the rest of them are down here. This one kind of like Gale's hair with a bit of different bangs. Obviously with the hairstyle that I got, or the hair colors I got going on, looks pretty wild, but pretty well done. I like these. They're reminds me of Kay's hair mod, but I feel like these are more close to the base game hair selections. So I really like it. I'm a big fan of more hair mods because, as you guys know, if you've watched my videos, I make a brand new character every single time that I do videos. So the more options I have, the better, the more creativity that I got with this. And I know a lot of other people really enjoy getting more hair mods. These look kind of ugly with the the white hair and black there. I just did it so I could get the Luna Snow appearance, but yeah, the many options here. I think that these are some of the best. This is probably one of the best hair mods available. I enjoy it quite a bit, and I think you probably would too. So yeah, and there's Kay's hair mod. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So the Warlock, Pact of the Umbra, has some pretty cool effects here. So after killing a unit, you get yourself the ability to harvest its soul to use to cast your spells. You can save 3 of these at a time. You also get some unique spells like the Hellish Rebuke here, which is changed to be force damage, and that's obviously quite good, and it doubles charisma modifier on the damage. And there's also a different pact here, which I'll just briefly show off to give you guys an idea of what that all looks like. And I also did a video previously on the 5e fighter subclasses, but I'll be doing another one covering them all, as well as builds on those. But yeah, for the action, you get the Summon Phantom Blade, uses the spellcasting modifier, damages magical, Misty Step, Umbra bonus action. And then we have the Pact of the Umbra here, which gives you Mirror Image, which each duplicating basically just regular mirror image, but it's purple. And then you also get the shield spell and Sanctuary. And then we also get to pick up a spell, Eldritch Invocations here as per usual. But you can see there, you get a bunch of unique spells, and that's what makes these builds so much fun. So you can also just pick your regular old Pact of the Blade there, but you also got the Pact of the Umbra as well. So that's giving you extra spells. As you level up, you start to get some more choice in terms of the spells there. But yeah, this one's pretty fun, just due to the mechanics of being able to harvest souls and go from there. So you can also get Hunger of Hadar, and there's actually a pretty cool thing I'll show you guys in just 1 second here with Hunger of Hadar. So we'll just continue to level up here. Then at level 6 we get the Misty Escape, transfer into a Blood Fog, immune to all physical damage in this form. So pretty effective. You also get Fireball, similar to the Fiend Warlock. So that's really good because Fireball is just fun to damage them with. Ice Storm is another fun spell that you get. I'm a big fan of Ice Storm just because of crowd control purposes that the Warlock doesn't really have a whole lot of outside of their Eldritch Blast. And the nice thing is, or not just Eldritch Blast, but their Hunger of Hadar. The nice thing is the Ice Storm is also available to just create crowd control for you. So Cone of Cold, you also get Cone of Cold, Flame Strike, Telekinesis, Hold Monster, and Dominate Person. So that's the full spell list. Getting Cone of Cold is huge because it's one of the best damaging spells in the game. So you can see here all the different spells that we got, and then the Hunger of Hadar, which can be upcasted, so creates additional area per level, which is awesome because typically you aren't able to upcast Eldritch Blast, but now you can, and that's awesome for a variety of reasons. So it gives you an incentive to cast Eldritch Blast when previously, once you know it's stuck at level 3 and then you have level 5 spells later on, Hunger of Hadar becomes less of a awesome spell, as you probably want to use your high level spell slots for other things. Doesn't scale in damage, but increased range is always really nice. And you also get yourself the haste, so you make yourself hastened, Call Lightning Umbra, which you can see there, it does 70-10 lightning damage, which is pretty strong, and it becomes concentration. Vampiric Touch Umbra as well. So they got some fun spells here, and I think that that's quite awesome. I don't know what my character's doing there, but yeah, that's pretty great. So that covers the Umbra Warlock, but Cosmic Sorcerer, you can see here, it has some cool spells like Eviscerate, which is 30d10, or 30d8 plus 120 force damage, Absorb, which can give you healing, Comet, which is like a fire and force, Fireball, Witness Infinity, Cosmic Ray, Cosmic Aura, Time Stop, Bubble, Increased Gravity. A lot of cool spells. I did a build guide previously on this, and I'll be doing another one tonight just because I love this class so much. Candlelit Fam did a great job with this. And also, as I mentioned, I did a video talking about all the different 5e subclasses, so I'll link that in the comments and description so you guys can check that one out as well. But I'll be doing builds for each of these as well. And I already did one of the Arcane Archer, anticipation for patch 8 to come out. But yeah, this was a really great mod drop, I must say. I'm super excited for what we got going on. 100 mod downloads, we're naturals at it. And yeah, I thought that was pretty funny that they also dropped this, because the Wither's Big Natural mod just made its way over to PC literally like this year, like a couple weeks ago, I think. So it's new and they prioritize it for the meme. So you gotta appreciate that. They're obviously working really hard to approve more console mods, and I've been working on a video to release hopefully tomorrow or the next day talking about some upcoming mods that I think. And unfortunately, I was actually going to post a couple of the ones that were on this in that video. So I guess my predictions are doing well. So yeah, that is one of the best console mod drops in Baldur's Gate 3 that we've seen. Let me know your favorite mod that we got here in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.